What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Ron back with DFS Greatness. I'm here to give you great lineups, great picks. Let's have a great night. We got a lovely 5-game slate for this Saturday, March the 9th. Like my page, subscribe to my channel. Let's get to it. First game of the night, you got the Nets going against the Hawks at 238 total. Wizards against the Timberwolves at 243.5 total. Wizards on the back-to-back. Celtics against the Lakers, 223 total. Hornets going against the Bucks, 227 total. Hornets on the back-to-back. Suns against the Trailblazers, 228 total. Let's get to it, man. At the point guard position tonight, there's a lot of good options. I'm going to give you a few guys that I like. I think they are in fantastic matchups tonight. I think one of the good matchups, Kyrie Irving tonight going against the Lakers. 4th worst defense as a whole, and they give up the 8th most fantasy points to point guards. I don't see nothing wrong with playing him. He's 9,000. He's $500 more on FanDuel tonight. So he's around 43 projected, 43 fantasy points, just about 5x. Last 3 games going against the Lakers, he's averaging 43 fantasy points. I think he's in a terrific matchup. You know, I think he's playing tonight. I know last game he didn't play. And another guy, Damian Lillard, going against the Phoenix Suns. Something about Phoenix Suns, he had their numbers. He's averaging 50 points last 3 games going against Phoenix, 40, 47, and 63. Last 3 games, he averaging 45 points. He had a big game on Thursday night against OKC. And I think it's a good game. They got the 2nd worst defense as a whole, and they give up the 10th most fantasy points to point guards. And Dame dollars is $1,500 more on FanDuel with the price tag tonight at 41. 41 fantasy points he projected, just a 5x. Don't see nothing wrong with him. And another guy, he's one of the guys going against Atlanta. Trae Young defense. Well, I'll tell you guys about Trae Young. He cannot play defense. D'Angelo Russell, Spencer Dinwiddie, lock those guys in your lineups. GPP definitely. Trae Young get torched playing defense. I mean, this guy can't play defense at all. Atlanta got the worst defense in the league, and they give up the 3rd most fantasy points to point guards. At 8,100 price tag, don't see nothing wrong with him. He's $1,000 more on FanDuel. Project tonight, get around 37 fantasy points, 4.6 x value. Last 3 games, D'Angelo Russell, 38 fantasy points. Little production went down. Spencer Dinwiddie is back in the rotation. He's projected tonight to get around last 2 games going against Atlanta, 45 fantasy points. Don't see nothing wrong with throwing him. I'm gonna give you another guy. I mentioned Spencer Dinwiddie. Another guy I like too, Jeff Teague, going against Washington. They on the back-to-back. 5th worst defense as a whole, and they give the 5th most fantasy points to point guards. Don't see nothing wrong with throwing Teague in your lineup. $900 more on FanDuel. 28 fantasy points projected. That's 5 times value. This guy, his minutes are there. He's playing around 30 minutes a game. Don't see nothing wrong with playing Jeff Teague tonight. 32-45 last 3 games. And I already mentioned Spencer Dinwiddie. As I was telling you guys, if you want to go get D'Angelo Russell going against Atlanta, they're pretty terrible. Don't see nothing wrong with throwing in your lineup. Throwing both of those guys in your lineup. And another guy in that Washington game, Thomas Stelerinsky, excuse me, he's 5,600, $700 more on FanDuel, projected to get around 21 fantasy points, just about 4x tonight. That's a GPP dart. He's been playing pretty good. Don't see nothing wrong with throwing him in your lineup tonight. You know, just to be a little different in the field. There's nothing wrong with throwing in your lineup being different in the field at all. Don't see nothing wrong with playing a little Stelerinsky. I'm going to lock T in my lineup and the shooting guard position. The guy, definitely going to play him tonight. I told you guys play him last night. You know, he played good. He didn't, go off, but he was a good play. Bradley Beal, $900 more on FanDuel. 12th worst defense as a whole. Minnesota, they give up the 8th most fantasy points to shooting guards. 43 fantasy points project tonight, about 4.5x. He's $900 more on FanDuel. Last 3 games going against Minnesota, is averaging 34 fantasy points. I think the other games where John Wall probably was playing with Bradley Beal, but his usage is so high right now. 28% usage rate. I like Bradley Beal a lot. I already mentioned D'Angelo Russell. He definitely going to be a lock in GPP dark. Don't see nothing wrong with him. And another guy, keep an eye. I always talk about Wiggins. I like Wiggins too, going against Washington. They've been getting torched at the 2 guard. So if you want to throw Wiggins in your lineup, I know a lot of people don't like to play Andre Wiggins. But I like him a lot tonight. And I'm still going to be a lot on that Phoenix and Portland game. CJ McCollum. They got the second worst defense, give up the 10th most fantasy points to shooting guards, point guards, 6,100 price tag. I don't see nothing wrong with playing it. He's getting a rest 5X. He's projected to get tonight. He's $1,900 more on FanDuel, so he's definitely a better DraftKings play than FanDuel. And another guy, I already mentioned Dinwiddie, Stelarinsky. And this other guy I like too is Joe Harris. It's 4,200. Just a GPP dart. Atlanta, worst defense as a whole, and worst defense to the shooting guard. So he get around 30 minutes a game, averaging, and he's averaging 27 fantasy points going against Atlanta. $4,200 price tag. I think it's same price on FanDuel. Don't see nothing wrong with the price tag tonight. Projected to get around 23 fantasy points, 5X. I like him a lot. Nothing wrong with paying that price for Joe Harris. I think it's a good price for him. At the small forward position, you got Giannis and LeBron James. Giannis, I think he's in a good matchup, man. Last 3 games going against Charlotte, he's averaging 62 fantasy points, 60, 69, 59, 59. So if you play him tonight, A-Force defense as a whole, 9-Force defense as a whole, A-Force to small forwards, Giannis could eat tonight because a lot of people going to go to LeBron. I'm not touching LeBron. It's just that team is terrible. I might throw him maybe cash, but not high on LeBron tonight. 53, 41, 79 last 3 game Giannis projected getting 11. His price tag 11.3, $800 more on FanDuel with the 54 price tag, 4 times value. I like Giannis a lot. I think he's in a fantastic matchup. I don't know who to plan for Lakers for tonight. Brandon Ingram or Kuzma. I think they both are questionable tonight, so I really don't have no say on that one right now. So just always keep an eye on that one. And another guy, the price tag 5,300, Jabari Parker. They got the 12th worst defense as a whole, and they give up the 6th most fantasy points to small forwards. Last 3 games, 25, 34, and 37, with a 24% usage rate, averaging 42 fantasy points going against Minnesota the last 2 games. 27 projected to get 27 fantasy points tonight, 5 times values, $500 more on FanDuel tonight. I like Jabari Parker a lot tonight. I think he's a good play, just to be a little different in the field. I think tonight with only 5 games, I could be different. Another guy, Boston, LA, Gordon Hayward. Last 3 games, averaging 24 fantasy points, 26 minutes, averaging 19% usage rate. $800 more on FanDuel, 4,300. Projected to get 23 fantasy points, 5 times value. I like him a lot tonight. I think you can go that direction with him. But the small forward, definitely. I just want to be. I think tonight it has to be different tonight. You can go get Giannis if you want to. I'm just gonna make a little core. I'll probably switch up the end, just showing you a few guys that I like tonight. And at the power forward position, you always got LeBron, Giannis. But a guy, Brooklyn, terrible against centers and power forwards. The other night, Larry Nance Jr. and Kevin Love, they ate dinner with Brooklyn. They just ate everything off the rim, so they both went off. Collins last game played 25 minutes. He was coming back from the flu, so he should get his normal minutes tonight. And Dwayne Dedmon's already ruled out. So Alex Len, and I'm going to have definitely a lot of exposure to Alex Len and John Collins in the lineup in GPP because Brooklyn are terrible. With the 72 price tag, projected to get 35 fantasy points, 5X. Last 3 games against Brooklyn, averaging 37 fantasy points, 52, 43, and 18. I don't see nothing wrong with playing John Collins. I like him a lot. And another guy I like too, Dwayne Dedmon's already ruled out. I like Bobby Portis going against Minnesota. 12th worst defense as a whole. Give up the 6th most fantasy points to power forwards. 5,700 price tag. This guy been playing good, man. 28 fantasy points projected to get tonight. 29, 5 times value, $600 more on FanDuel. Last game he played Minnesota, he went out for 44 fantasy points. I like him and Jabari, man. I think them 2 guys are awesome tonight. for like a pump play to throw him in your lineup. Don't see nothing wrong with him. But I'm gonna go get probably get a little John Collins. Got about 23,000 left at the center position tonight. The guy I've been eating is Towns. They got the 5th worst defense as a whole, the 8th most fantasy points they give up to centers. If the 10,400 price tag, 55 5x. Last 3 games against Washington, averaging 54 fantasy points, 56, 63, and 44. Don't see nothing wrong with him. He's probably going to be around 40% on tonight. I'll pay that on for him. Last 3 games, averaging 50 fantasy points. Last game, he went to bed 35. In the other 2 games, he went out 67 and 56. I like him a lot. Mentioned John Collins. That's going to be a guy definitely going to have exposure to. Nurkic tonight, going against Phoenix. They got the 2nd worst defense as a whole in the second. They give it the 2nd most fantasy points to center. With the 7,000 price tag, projected to get 35 fantasy points, 5 times value. Last 3 games going against Phoenix, he's averaging 34 fantasy points. He's 2,000 more on FanDuel. Yikes. So 7,000 price tag on DraftKings should be a lock tonight. And also, I like Al Horford going against the Lakers. Lakers been playing terrible. 6,600 price tag, 30, projected to get 30 fantasy points by 4x tonight. Last 3 games, he's averaging 32 fantasy points with 19% usage rate. I like Al Horford a lot tonight. Don't see nothing wrong with him. And some pump plays you got tonight. My guy Brook Lopez, Brolo, been playing his ass off, man. Playing fantastic. Going against Charlotte, 8th worst defense as a whole, give up the 5th most fantasy points at center with the price tag 5,400, projected to get 25 fantasy points tonight, just about 5x. Last 3 games, 32, 18, and 44. I like Brolo tonight with a 17% usage rate. He's $800 more on FanDuel. Definitely a better DK play. Don't see anything wrong with him. And a lot of guys was on, if you want to, like just the punt, Alex Len tonight, 5,000. Lock him in going against Brooklyn, man. He's starting, Dedmon's out. Definitely going to have him in a few GPP lineups. And Frank the Tank Kaminsky, he's back getting minutes. You want to punt, throw him in your lineup. His price went up a little bit from yesterday. I think it was 39 yesterday. Went up to 4,400. Price stayed the same on FanDuel. I don't see anything wrong with him. And keep an eye. Taj Gibson's always a sneaky play, man. He's always sneaky up there, just stealing minutes, getting what he need to score, man. Taj Gibson is always a sneaky play at the price tag 4,000. Well, man, this is my video for tonight. Hopefully this video been helpful for you guys. Hopefully everyone will be able to cash out tonight. See, I did Atlanta stack if I want to do that. Don't see anything wrong with it because you always can go get my guy Dollar Bill. You got 17,000 left. That's a core you can rock with. You got your back big Cat up here. It's a lot of good center options out here, man. You don't necessarily have to go Cat. Because I'm just trying to be a little different in the field, man. Because I feel like tonight, man, you can be different or you can be the same, but I want to be different tonight. I see there's a lot of guys, you got 5,000 left over. And I definitely, like I told you guys earlier, Giannis is probably the sleeper of tonight. Don't see nothing wrong with Giannis. I don't necessarily say he's a sleeper, but, a lot of people don't show him love on slates. They really fade him a lot. A lot of people don't touch him. But Evan Turner, I don't know if he's playing tonight, you guys. He's questionable, but if he do not play, you can go back to the well with Heartless tonight if you want to go back to the well with Heartless. I don't see anything wrong with going that direction with Heartless. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit more sleepers tonight. Mention you can throw a little Ed Davis in the lineup, Kevin Huerter, and a little Joe Harris. Don't see nothing wrong with it tonight, man. Hopefully everyone can cash out tonight. Be able to get to the green line. That's the goal of each and every night. Everybody better cash out and be able to win money, man. Just feel good about yourself. Be able to get to the money because you can always move up and go get Giannis if you want to. But, until next time, this is your boy Rome back with DFS Greatness. It's your boy Rome with DFS Greatness. Till next time, you guys, I'm out.